Alright guys, here we are with the second episode of the 67 Plymouth GTX Angel build. Okay, here I just wanted to show you the largest modification we've made to this kit, which is going to be turning it into a convertible. As Angel drove a convertible in the show, and there is no kit available of a 67 GTX convertible, so had to take the coupe and turned it into a convertible. Just took the Dremel and buzzed the top right off, sanded all the edges smooth. We'll have to make a boot to cover the rear, and instant convertible. Not a difficult process. Just one straight cut across, two cuts here, and the roof comes right off. Next thing we want to look at is the engine. It's a nice assembly, nicely detailed. The engine block and heads are going to be painted orange, as was done back in the when they built these cars. The engines were all painted orange. The detailing is very nice. There is going to be quite a bit of cleanup that you're going to have to do, as there's just small ridges of flash around the parts, which are going to need to be cleaned up. But as you can see, the detailing is nice. I've sealed all the seams so that when it's painted, it'll all appear to be one solid part. The engine is comprised of quite a few parts, so it's going to be a nice build. And they really went all out with some of the detailing. As you can see here, they even have the ID numbers etched into the engine block and the transmission, which is not really a detail you see very often, which was interesting. Let me see if I can give you a good look at them here. There you have engine casting numbers and numbers for the transmission. Nice little bit of detailing that Revell put in there. The seam sealing I accomplished just by using the Tamiya quick setting cement to get the parts to seal next to each other, and as it melts the plastic, after everything dries, you just have to sand, smooth, and polish the plastic out until it's basically just one part. Here you can see a few remnants of the seam that used to be there. That'll be gone with the painting. And here you can see that basically the transmission and the tail shaft, there is no seam left. It goes a long way to adding to the realism. The seam on the engine is covered by the oil pan. I love it when the kit makers give you a separate oil pan, because that just means a lot of work you don't have to do. The seam on the top is covered by the intake manifold, and the seam on the front is covered by the timing cover water pump assembly, which I haven't glued in yet. So you can see that ugly seam is gone in all the visible areas of the engine and the transmission. So once it's painted, the housing will look the way it does in real life. Alright, that's pretty much all we got for now. These are the first steps on this build. And so far it's proven to be a pretty decent kit. The engine goes together easily, while not as precise as some of the other builds from Revell. I just finished the Starsky and Hutch car, and that engine fit a little nicer and a little more and a little smoother than this one. This one still goes together very well, and all the added detailing is just a nice touch on it. All right, I'm trying to do a little priming and getting the body ready for paint. We'll see you on the next one.